Hello, welcome everybody. It's William. Welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, welcome. This channel is all about game development, about app development, about incorporation of artificial intelligence, and you're watching a series of video about our Crazy Lab Max project. So we already got this spitting contest, going on, and we can actually hit, but we haven't got any of the effects yet. So what I'm going to do is to add effects, so it become much more exciting, and you can get a visual hint of whether you actually hit this enemy or not. So let's do that. So first I'm going to decrease the spitting speed a bit. Okay, so the spit time is definitely too much, so I'm going to reset this so I can attach this new speed as well as the spit time to it. So spitting speed is definitely too much, so spitting minus, and maybe wait for a spit time is spitting. Yeah, wait for a spit time, and this spit time will be a much. Maybe just decrease this speed a little bit, maybe just 20, and it's fitting true. Yeah, just decrease that a bit, and I'm going to update that as well. So yeah, just update, so won't go too frenzy about it. Okay, so yeah, I fine-tuned that a bit, so it won't get too frenzy about it, and yeah, and I can go frenzy, the enemy can't go frenzy. I can hit enemy, and enemy can't hit me because I just moved away, and yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, but as I said, we won't be able to see whether we hit enemy or not. So I'm going to add a little bit effect to it. So I'm thinking about bleeding or like heating, and we got some puff of dust coming out. So I'm going to create some effect to it. So we can get particle system force field, and yeah, and of course you can also add animation to it. But since we haven't introduced you guys to particle system, and it's really common to add a particle system to it, so what I'm going to do is to actually add a little bit particle system. And right now, as you guys can see, this is just a generating particle, and right now you won't be able to see it, so I think maybe I'm going to add a little bit of particle to it. Right now it's just generating some empty thingy. Yeah, but we don't want that. It's like a smoke or something. But yeah. So the first thing I want to solve is that previously it's just some empty thing, and if you see something like this is definitely pretty weird. So you can just zoom it out and move it out using W to make it show and move it out a little bit. If you can actually see the particle here, that's definitely the layer problem. I'm not going to mess up with the layer right now, because I'm still not sure how I'm going to use this in the end. So I just use a little trick just to bring it out in the Z-axis, to just bring it closer to the camera so I can actually see that here. And imagine if you are hitting an enemy is bleeding, you can use this, but the blood is definitely not going to up, but rather you're going to like a rounded shape and splash it out, something like that. So yeah, I'm going to change that. Of course the defaults can be blood if you make it, but I'm going to show you how to yeah, just to make it even more like blood. Of course, if you can just use this, you can get away with it. Okay, and say you got blood coming out. Yeah, this is a kind of possible as a blood, right? But of course, this is like a vague sort of a blood, but not like the drop of blood. So if you got what I mean, and of course you want to get a certain kind of a smoke that have very comic feelings of the smoke, you can do that. So instead of using this default and changes the particle system color, I'm going to use a customized blood, and yeah, I think I might as well just draw that myself, or using artificial intelligence to quickly do that. So let's do it. My my thought is that I'm going to utilize Midjourney because I subscribe to their service, and it's not cheap for me, so I have to make most out of it. And whenever I'd like to create a game asset, I use Midjourney to generate it and draw inspiration from it, and then I'm going to add that because I'm not really good at drawing, but I also got a channel called Learn Digital Art where I share my journey. I'm still learning right now and still trying to find my art style. So if you look at the William Jamin, my desktop wallpaper, it's like the third or fourth drawing that I drew, and I think this is the worst remembering that that I got started from this. Okay, so I use it as a wallpaper. So yeah, so my thought is that use Midjourney to generate assets and edit it a little bit, and using Unity engine to actually make the consistent blood effect. So without further ado, let's do it. So here is my Midjourney, and what I'm going to do is to change that a bit. So we use that to generate our poisonous water splash, even though it's definitely not as good as a human artist. Maybe I'm not good at using this. Yeah. So my thought is like the blood splash and sprite sheet. Okay, kind of generate it. I'm not sure, but it's worth a try. Okay, and I'm going to generate multiple at the same time. Just yeah, maybe I'm going to say the sprite sheet of yeah, sprite sheet of particle system. Blood. Can it generate much more authentic? And let's just look at the option that we have now. This is just drop of blood. I think this got a really good feeling to it, like a splash. Okay, I think this get me more options. This one looks pretty good. It got this consistent feeling, and I can just choose a lot. This one is also pretty good. And this one, yeah, I'm thinking about that the particle just generating a splash. Yeah, I like a splash feeling to it, so maybe this one is better. So I'm thinking about this splash one, yeah, and this splash one, but this is not consistent. So yeah, by the way, it's a llama spitting game, so you got this. Yeah, blood splash may not be a good thing, so maybe I'm going to yeah, let's just explore things. Okay, so if you're you want to do something of your own, you can absolutely do that, but yeah, if you want to explore and create this means like a video vlog, a devlog, if you will. So just bear with me. So I'm thinking about maybe adding a dust, because we don't want to gore in that like the leisure game. So dust, sprite sheet. Let's just yeah, test this out. Yeah, so you can get different version of it as long as the you got the particle system set up already. You can get different asset for that. This is really cute. This is just completely changed the game's settings. So we got this dust asset, like the wind or dust asset in 2D game. So dust asset, dust or explosion. I think explosion. Did I spell explosion? I'm going to check this because I'm really not that well at spelling. So explosion. Okay, let's use explosion. Sprite sheet. Okay, and just wait for it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Maybe if you want to be consistent, you can say some water splashes to it, and change water to fire or fire arrow. You can absolutely do that. Okay, I think this looks pretty funny, especially this pixelized one. Yeah, I'm really into this pixelized game, and I'm trying to learn in this channel, learn digital arts. If you're familiar with me, I'm trying to learn digital arts as well. So I'm right now my heart is in this fire right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to explore that a bit, or maybe this cute dust sprite. Yeah. So and this blood, I'm going to explore this as well. So yeah, maybe not too gore, but maybe this one. Okay. Right, and after a few thought, I think I'm going to make this game consistent, not just make random assets. So I'm going to try this water splash and sprite sheet. Okay, so I can actually get the water splash or water explosion sprite sheet to it. Let me imagine water explosion sprite sheet. So yeah, maybe this one I'm going to capitalize this one, and okay, this is a little bit weird, adding eyes to it. I'm not really good into that one, but I think this one looks pretty good and pretty promising, especially the last one here. This is like a snow, it's like not like water. So I'm going to utilize the last one, and here we are. Yeah, I'm going to save this one and quickly import that to our game. And the most important thing is that I'm not going to use Photoshop this time. This is a little bit challenge for me, as well for you. You just use this as a say PNG file, and you just going to import that to Unity engine, and you get to use that without the help of Photoshop. And can you make a customized particle system on your own? This is a challenge for you. You can pause this video for now, and then if you're finished, and you can unpause this and see whether your method and my method is the same, and you can compare. Okay. Alright, did you do that? I already downloaded that to my desktop, so let's do that step by step. So water exposure PNG, and I can. I'm not so sure about which file I'm going to put. Maybe I'm going to just create a new folder. I'm going to name that folder effects. Effect or effect. I don't know. FX. Okay, so yeah, and let's just click and drag it here. So we got that as a assets. Okay, and right now it's just a PNG file, as you guys can see, just a PNG file. And okay, did you manage to do that? Yeah, if you manage to do that, please leave in the comment section. I really love to learn that, because for me, I don't find the solution to the problem. I have to manually using Photoshop to carve all this PNG out and to arrange that. So first is that I'm going to carve things out by selecting the role that I'm interested in. So I'm going to say this role. I'm selecting this role, but I'm going to make it. Now we got a preset. Maybe just make it wider, this ratio. I'm not sure it will work, but you gotta try, huh? And then this is just some preset, and I'm going to increase that, say 20, and still lacking maybe 30. Yep. So I'll just give it a really big number. Okay, so yeah, and I think approximately it can be divided into 4 parts. Okay, and yeah, I think I can get away with this, and then I'm going to use the quick selection tool to select things. Or on the contrary, I think I'm just going to select the background. So some misselection parts. Yep, I think this selection is really hard. I might as well just using this selection. Yeah, I'm going to just get the main part, and then I'm going to do the rest manually. Okay, so just the 4 parts, and yeah, I'm going to do that manually. So this already looks pretty good, and you can new layer with layer mask, and okay, and then you can just use this white brush to brush it out. I'm going to make the whole canvas bigger. Okay, and yeah, we got to do that manually. So the same method that I did before. You don't need to be too precise. Just quickly get the small part ready. So for example, small part here, and yeah, it's going out. So yeah, with yeah, I'm not looking for a perfect code. Just using this method to be really quick and so I can get a full like animation sort of thing to work with. Maybe I'm going to just increase the brush size a bit. Just quickly carve out the mask. Basically, I'm going to, what I'm doing right now is to drawing white dots on this mask area. So I get different shapes of water splashes. Okay, so yeah, so let's hide the background, and it looks fair enough. Yeah, so yeah, let me pause it. So I already made the asset, and I think it's safe to just click and drag it to our Unity. So still it's water explosion, and I'm going to make it, yeah, maybe 0. Okay, so just to make it a little difference. So there will be every water explosion original asset dragging, but this will be a PNG asset that gets a different water explosion out. Okay, and then that's dealing with the particle system. So right now the particle system is already pretty good. You can make it say a reddish color, something like that, and you can pre-warm it. Okay, you can get a certain duration, say yeah, maybe I'm going to add a little bit speed, so maybe 10 speed, or like a blood shooting out, and I'm going to increase the size to yeah, bigger size, and rotation, you don't need that. Maybe decrease the speed a bit. Yeah, I think increase the speed. And yeah, you don't need to be perfect or be exact the same as mine. I just yeah, just play around with this, and star size, rotation, lifetime. Yeah, but we don't want to shoot this way, so I'm going to make a customization about the water splashes to it. And in order to use these water splashes, you got to make it a material. So let's create a material. Where is it? Material. Blue text, texture shader. Oh, here, material. All right. So you can see we got a new material, and that material will be a water material. So I'm going to say water material. Let me just use the camel case. Water material. Okay. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Material. All right. So water material. So once you are finished with that, we'll just generate a material here. So yeah, let's customize this material. So right now is a standard shade. Definitely it's not going to work because I'm going to use a particle. So I'm going to search particle. Strange. Seem to be able to get the particle shader, legacy shader. Diffuse detail. Let's not search it, but rather find it manually. we got particle and standard on it. Alright, so yeah, you found it. But strangely, you can't search it. I think that's another bug of Unity. And yeah, we got rendering mode, opaque, additive, subtract. Yeah, I think additive is okay. Color mode, multiply. Yeah, two sides, frame distortion. We will deal with all that later. The important part is, well, yeah, as I said, the important part is this maps. Okay, so I'm going to get this as the map. Okay, so click this, click and drag. Okay, so once you got this inside, and yeah, you're going to adjust it a bit, I think. Yeah, right now the shape is definitely not too good because you got all yeah, compressed. But you don't need to worry about that. Let's go back to this particle system and actually replace that with our particle. And yeah, so let's drag it down a bit. And we got a renderer, we got, yeah, we got a renderer, and things we got the specific renderer settings. Let's look at it. We got now plots, default particle system material. Yeah, so there will be a default particle system, but what I'm going to do is to replace that with our own. Yeah, I found it. It's here. It's a really small material, right? Once you found it, we'll go default particle system, and I think I can get our material here. Yep, and I think I changed the color a bit, so I'm going to switch it back, or maybe make it a little bit bluish. Yeah. So we got this. We definitely got this particle moving, but it's definitely not what we want, because yeah, we just appear 1, 2, 3, 4 of the particle, and we don't want that. We want to select specific particle. Okay, in order to do that, you're going to select the text sheet animation, and so it's really small. Yeah, I think my eye is yes, it's not accustomed to small text. So if you click it, the tile 1 by 1 definitely not, because we got a 4 by 1. So I just change that, so you can get a single one out. Okay, so you can see that we got the specific water splashes out, and the whole sheet, the animation. Yep, whole sheet, lifetime. Grid, mode grid, sprite, okay, the whole sheet, single row. No, definitely just a single row, but we already get a single row. See, it appears starting frame, cycle. Okay, we can make it cycle, and starting frame we can random. Okay, so we can make it appear at random 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to get a 3 because we'll start coming from 0, and we got a different cycle going on. So for example, we got this say 3 or 4 cycles, and you can see it appear, yeah, different. Yeah, let me make it bigger. So the water splashes is a little bit different. Okay, and I think that's really good. So it sort of it gives you a sort of animation working, but yeah, we don't want this to splash up like this, so I'm going to change that a bit. Yeah, let's yeah, let's change that a little bit. I think I'm going to play with the color over lifetime. Okay, so we can actually change the color, and I think I got a different preset. just one gradient. Okay, so gradient, or you can get different gradient as well. So we can get two different gradients, and blend, fix. Yeah, I think you can get a lot of the color. So for example, you got this I'm going to make it can I get a different preset in your library? Yeah, definitely there's no preset here, so I got to, yeah, let me experiment a bit to get a better result. Alright, so you can make it water splashes or blood splashes. That's really yeah, can change according to your liking. Okay, so for example, if you would like to use a blood splashes, you can do something like that. If you like it to be much more, you know, the like the orange shade color, you can just drag it here, right? And yeah, that's really depends on you. Okay, so there's really no fixed thing. Okay, we can get default blend of fixed. Okay, it's really depends on you. Yeah, so yeah, you can add this, or of course, if you think it's not good, you can just ignore that. Yeah, just to use the simple reddish color, and just delete this color over lifetime. And I think it's a little bit transparent, so yeah, it's because of the opacity or something like that. It's a little bit weird. It shouldn't be like this, because I already got a really reddish color, so maybe I haven't deleted that. And after a few tries, I think I might as well just live with the unchanged, because once I add that, it's not so realistic. But this can have a yeah, this is the yeah, sort of the effect of I don't know, the comic effect. Okay, and yeah. So then I think I'm going to change the shape as well. So if you click the shape, you can see it's a cone, and definitely if you look at left, it's a cone. And since the water splashes should be like the sphere or something like the donut, cone, sprite, circle. Yeah, I think yeah, let's try circle, this one. Yeah, so left and right, this looks pretty good. And let's change the rotation a bit. Okay, so if there is no rotation, it will be like the omitting from this the center, and I think that looks pretty good. Okay, it's yeah, a little bit like what we set out to do, but still, I'm going to make it quicker, so like splashes. Okay, rather than like this. And yeah, and after a few fine tuning, and I think I'm pretty satisfied with the result here. So if you guys look at here, so basically I'm going to decrease the speed since you already got animation going. So if you hit enemy, just hit it and it will show random water splashes. And I got duration 3, and starting lifetime got random from 0.1 to 1, speed 0. Of course, if you got more one more centered shock, you can go 0.5, something like that, and you can get yeah, much more centered, and decrease the duration to say 1, and it will just get a really centered effect. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, let me just do that. Yeah, and of course I changed the position so I can prefab this. Once you are satisfied with something, always prefab it so you can always yeah, use that later on. Okay, so I think I'm pretty satisfied with it, and I'm going to see how it will go in our game. And if not satisfied with it, I can always change the prefab. Yeah, after a few times of fine tuning, and I think I pretty satisfied with the results here. So basically, I added emission to 20, and as you guys can see, yeah, this is a really, yeah, the really snappy, yeah, the water splashes, and yeah, so yeah, of course, if you don't want to too much, you can decrease that, say 10. But I love this feeling of yeah, a lot of things, and yeah, the duration you can decrease that if you want to see the real time one. Okay, just I think that's maybe too much. Maybe 0.5. Maybe even that's definitely too little. Maybe 0.5. Okay, so let's stay with 0.5. Once you're satisfied with that, you can always prefab things by click and drag. So we get our particle system prefab, and then we can use it in our game. Okay. All right, let's add it to our code. So every time whether us or our enemy coyote take damage, we're going to play this prefab. Okay, so I'm going to use I think I'm going to use this the house, because we yeah, pretty much attach house to not only our player but also to every enemies. So we got house. Let's use a serialized field to achieve that. Serialize field, and that will be a particle system, and you can say dash. Yeah, I'm going to name it our water heat effects. Effects. Okay, FX. Water heat FX. Don't need to be private, and yeah, then we are going to call that. So let's call that particle effect. I can say void. Yeah, water heat effects. Yeah, extensions water heat effects transform position quaternion identity. They extensiate a water effect. That's pretty good, but you haven't stored that in a certain variable, so you can't destroy it. But don't worry, you can store that in the particle system. Yeah, sorry about that. Particle system, and let me use just the temp variable. Temp var will be yeah, once you instantiate our water heat effects and transform to the position container identity, so there's no rotation here, and you can grab that temporary variable and you can destroy it. So you can say destroy our temporary variable, and I'm going to get the game object and destroy it, and you're going to wait for this whole animation thing yeah, playing out. So I'm going to use this temporary variable, and access is main dots duration, but you also need to consider because we got the start and end lifetime. I'm going to use this temp variables dot main and dot start live start live time and dot constant max. Okay, so it's always get the max number. So you won't say you haven't played out the whole animation, then you got destroyed. So every time you take damage, you can play this. On trigger enter if process hit get damage, and so damage dealer if no, I'm going to process or hit, and I'm going to show this water heat effect. So water heat effect, and just simply play that. I haven't got play, right? So maybe just to call water heat effect. I think I'm going to capitalize that. Water heat effects particle system. Sorry. And just to simply call that. Okay, so we call that, and then damage dealer get damage. Yeah, let's look at damage dealer just to return a damage. Let's think about it. Return damage, and we got this house process that get our damage, passing process heat, and we destroyed game object. Yeah, nothing wrong about that. And I think I can attach that and actually test this. Let's get our enemy Coyote, and we got this prefab. I think I can select multiple things and attach and change that at the same time. We got this house and damage dealer, and currently this damage did not damage. Maybe it's set differently. So splitter house, house. Sorry. Choose that, and house. Well, we got the effect. Okay, so I'm going to select the effect. I think it's FX particle system. Okay, so I can just drag it, and let's test it out. Hopefully it can run the first time. So right, let's test this out. Let's try to hit our. We got this effect going. Looks pretty cool, but it's behind our Coyote, and we don't want that to happen. We want it to sort of cover the enemy. I think I can change the sorting layer. Okay, so let me pause that. Go to this particle system. Right now, I think I can change the renderer to sorting layer, and I'm going to increase that, say 10 or 20, just to make sure it's a really big number. Okay, so I think I can save this, and on assign reference, house is not being assigned to water. Assigned to. I'm going to dealing with that later. Just solve this. Solve this effect. I think I'm going to make it. Let's see. I think that looks pretty good. I think the enemy is moving definitely too fast, so the effect is not following the enemy, and not covering the enemy enough. So you can decrease the enemy speed to solve that problem. But at least, hey, I know that I actually hit the enemy using our water splashes. Okay, so I know we got some effects going on. And I think I did not yeah, the llama does not get heat and play this effect, so I'm going to fix that as well. So yeah, I think yeah, sorry, it's already pretty long. I'm going to pause this video, and I will see you next video. Bye.